The Jacob Series. Story number 6, Jacob's Dream, taken from Genesis chapter 28, verses 10 through 22. This story takes place during Jacob's trip from the south of Canaan up to Haran, hundreds of miles to the north. It appears to retrace the route that Jacob's grandfather Abraham took years earlier. It is probably the same road Abraham's steward later used when he went to Haran to get Rebekah as a wife for Jacob's father, Isaac. But the importance of the story is not the historical route, or even the incredible distance Jacob had to travel. This is the story of Jacob's first and very personal encounter with Jehovah in the form of a terrifying dream. God introduces himself and then grants to Jacob not only the original promises of the covenant he made with Abraham, but an assurance that he will go with Jacob on this journey and bring him back as well. Jacob responds with promises of his own and renames the place Bethel, or the house of God. So Jacob left Beersheba and traveled toward Haran. But when he arrived at a certain place, Jacob decided to stay overnight, because the sun had already gone down. Taking one of the stones from that place, Jacob put it under his head and lay down to sleep. And Jacob dreamed a dream, and saw a stairway resting on the earth, and the top of the stairs ascended up to heaven. And behold, the angels of God were going up and down the stairway. And Jehovah stood above the stairway and said to Jacob, I am the Lord, the God of your father Abraham, and the God of Isaac. I am going to give you the land on which you are laying, to you and to your descendants after you. Your descendants shall be like the dust of the earth, and they shall spread out toward the west and the east, toward the north and the south. And through you all the families of the earth will be blessed. Now listen, I am going with you, and I will keep you safe wherever you go, and I will bring you back to this land. I will never leave you until I have accomplished everything I have just promised you. Then Jacob woke up and said, Oh, surely the Lord is here, in this place, and I didn't even know it. Then Jacob was afraid and said, How awesome is this place! This must be the house of God, and this is the gateway to heaven. Early the next morning, Jacob took the stone he had put under his head and set it up as a memorial pillar and poured oil on it. And Jacob called the name of that place Bethel, the house of God, although the city had always been called Luz before that. Then Jacob made a vow to the Lord and said, If God goes with me, and keeps me safe on this journey I am taking, and gives me food to eat and clothes to wear, so I can return to my father's house in peace, then the Lord will be my God, and this stone that I have set up as a pillar will be God's house. And everything that you give me, I will give a full tenth back to you. The Jacob Series. Story number 6, Jacob's Dream, taken from Genesis chapter 28, verses 10 through 22.